Tired of the whole weak hero gets strong routine? Want to watch a character who's a total beast from the get-go, but everyone thinks they're a dud? We're talking low rankings, mistaken weakness, and the glorious reveal of their true power. Hope you're ready for these shows.
In one shot!
Because we're diving into the lives of heroes stuck in low rank mode, waiting for the time when some epic power reveal shatters everyone's expectations. Number 10, Berserk of Gluttony. Fate Graphite is an unfortunate man, lowest of the lows in social hierarchy. Dude's more used to getting bullied than eating food. He's got this whack skill called Gluttony that makes him bottomless pit hungry all the time. One night, Fate gets into a scuffle with a bully and bam, Gluttony goes all freaky. It doesn't just devour food anymore, it sucks up the bully's fighting skills too.
Fate, huh?
Now, he can become a total badass, as long as he doesn't mind, eating a few people. He's battling the monstrous hunger that fuels his power, but there's more to gluttony than meets the eye. It might not be a curse after all, but a key to something far grander. A conspiracy emerges, hinting at forces manipulating the world from the shadows. Number 9, the world of otome games is tough for mobs. Here, we don't follow the heartthrob, we follow the unlucky background character, Leon. Reincarnated into an otome game, a dating sim for girls, Leon finds himself not as the charming prince, but as a nameless NPC with zero charisma. This world revolves around Olivia, the protagonist, and her quest for love. Every man bends over backwards to win her affection. Leon, on the other hand, just wants a normal life. Unfortunately, normal doesn't exist in an otome game.
This freaking backstory doesn't make any sense at all!
After eliminating you, intruder, I shall begin my full-scale attack on the new humans.
Here, men are seen as mere accessories, and Leon constantly gets dragged into Olivia's romantic escapades. Between dodging overzealous suitors and Olivia's obliviousness, Leon hatches a plan. He'll use his knowledge of the game, from his past life as an otome enthusiast, to disrupt the preordained romances and create a world where mobs like him can live in peace. Leon's not exactly a hero. He's more of a scheming slacker, but his wit and understanding of the game mechanics make him a formidable opponent. He stumbles upon allies along the way, a childhood friend with a hidden agenda, and a group of fellow mobs yearning for a life beyond being Olivia's background scenery. Number 8, Plunderer. In Alkia, survival hinges on a single number, your count. This omnipresent number dictates everything, from your access to food and water to your very fate. When your count plummets to 0, you're ruthlessly banished to the abyss, a terrifying unknown. Hina is a determined young woman burdened by grief. Her mother vanished into the abyss after her count hit 0. Now, driven by her mother's final wish, Hina needs to find the legendary Red Baron, a figure rumored to hold the key to salvation. She stumbles upon Lichtbach, a masked goofball with a shockingly negative count, a number so low it shouldn't even exist. Despite his perverted antics, Licht is revealed as a true legendary ace, a powerful warrior from a bygone era. However, Licht claims he's not the Red Baron Hina seeks. Some anime-level logic happens, and Hina and Licht team up. They encounter a motley crew: Nana, the toughest nails owner of a mobile tavern, Pele Pop, a child soldier with a mysterious past, and Lin, a stoic markswoman with a hidden agenda. The truth behind the Count and the Aces is far more sinister than anyone imagined. The Alkian government seems to be pulling the strings, manipulating the system for their own gain. Meanwhile, the entity known as the Abyss holds the potential to destroy everything. Number 7, Classroom of the Elite.
You're worth nothing, so you get nothing.
Think of high school, but fancy, like super fancy dorms and all-you-can-eat snacks, if you can afford them. This school, Tokyo something rather high, promises its students basically anything they want after graduation. College, jobs, the whole shebang. Sounds awesome, right? Well, not quite. The school separates everyone into classes, A to D, and Class D is basically the basement, stuck with the slackers and troublemakers. Or are they? Our boy Kiyotaka just wants to chill and blend in. There's Suzune, this brainy chick who actually wants Class D to climb the ranks, and Kushida, the super friendly face who might be hiding something. School gets real interesting though, because it's not just about tests. Classes compete for points, which means resources and basically bragging rights. Class D's treat it like yesterday's trash, and that's where Kiyotaka surprises everyone.
Close one.
Turns out, this seemingly apathetic dude is a genius strategist. He starts pulling the strings, making alliances, and using his crazy smarts to help Class D rise above the hate. Number 6, Blue Lock.
Damn it. I really wanted to win.
Japan at the World Cup is a dumpster fire. There's no saving this godforsaken team. No, wait, there is. To fix things, this crazy coach named Ego basically throws 300 high school strikers into a fancy prison called Blue Lock. Isagi, our main dude, joins after a super bum-out loss. Blue Lock ain't your chill summer camp though. It's every striker for themselves. Losers get kicked out, and the last striker standing gets to be Japan's hero and maybe score a ton of goals. Ego's whole thing is that Japan needs a striker who's, well, a bit of a jerk. Someone obsessed with scoring, not playing nice. So, Isagi has to ditch his teamwork stuff and become a goal-hungry machine. He makes friends, rivals, and probably some enemies along the way, all to be the top dog.
I'll do whatever it takes to win. I want to continue playing soccer. I don't want my dream to end here. Not like this!
Blue Lock is basically a soccer deathmatch where everyone's got to level up their skills and develop killer moves. It's about pushing your limits, maybe stepping on a few toes, and becoming the ultimate striker. The God of High School is basically a super-powered brawl where high schoolers fight for their wildest dreams. Our cocky hero, Jin Mori, thinks he's the top dog, but then he gets invited to this crazy tournament. Turns out there's a god-granting wish to the winner. He joins forces with this chill kung fu dude, Dai Wei, and sword-wielding Yumira. Together, they beat down everyone in sight. Well, almost. This tournament is crawling with crazy strong peeps. Martial art masters, magic users, you name it. Every fight is a wild brawl, pushing them to their limits.
Little shitbag!
Just when Gene thinks he's got it figured out, bam! There's a secret organization pulling the strings behind the scenes. The tournament isn't just about wishes, it's about something bigger. Jin gets dragged into a conspiracy that could mess up the entire world. It's a wild ride, filled with epic throwdowns, awesome powers, and enough jokes to make you laugh so hard, you snort.
I have to overcome those limits. The being that I want to be would not evaporate in a nuclear explosion. Compromise is not an option.
So, this dude Sid is totally obsessed with being a secret ruler. You know, the puppet master behind the scenes. He gets hit by a truck, but instead of currents closing, he wakes up in another world, perfect for his shadowy dreams. Here's the funny part. Sid makes up the whole evil cult, the Shadow Garden, just to train for his mastermind role. Except, guess what? There actually is a secret baddie group out there. Now, Sid's pretend cult accidentally becomes the real resistance.
Atomic.
His followers in Shadow Garden are these hilarious weirdos who think they're fighting a major evil force. Sid, ever the mastermind, in his head, at least, just goes along with it, secretly being super strong while they take down the bad guys. The whole story is Sid juggling this crazy world. He acts like a weakling in public, but is secretly a one-punch man taking down enemies. Number 3, a returner's magic should be special. Dezer is a mage that gets wiped out in a monster war along with the rest of humanity. Isekai hoopla happens, and he wakes up back in magic school, 13 years younger. This time around, Dezer's not just some newbie. He's got the brain of a battle-hardened mage trapped in a teenager's body. Pretty sweet deal, except his magic isn't exactly fireballs and lightning bolts. Dezer's magic is more like hacking, tweaking spells, boosting his friend's powers, basically seeing through his opponent's next move before they even make it.
Fireball!
He doesn't waste time moping. Dezer rounds up his old crew, Prom, Romantica, the whole gang, and starts training them like crazy. They gotta be ready for the Monster Apocalypse Round 2, which Dezer totally plans to stop this time around. Think underdog training montage with a sprinkle of school shenanigans and a whole lot of, hey, that monster looked familiar moments. Dezer uses his future knowledge to dodge disasters, power up his team, and uncover hidden plots that could mess everything up. Basically, it's a race against time to prevent the whole world from getting monster stomped. Number 2, solo leveling. Giant monster layers pop up everywhere, spewing out creepy crawlies that want to eat your face. That's the world we live in. To fight them back, we've got hunters. Basically, folks with superpowers who punch monster butts. Except for Sung Jin Woo, aka the world's weakest hunter. Dude's so weak, he's basically a walking target dummy. But hey, gotta pay the bills, right? Especially when you have a mom in the hospital and a sister to look after. So, Jin Woo grits his teeth and dives into these monster dungeons, hoping he doesn't become Monster Chow. One day, things go horribly wrong. He gets stuck in a super messed up dungeon and thinks it's curtains. But then, a mysterious app called The System shows up, offering him a second chance. Jinwoo, being the trooper he is, accepts. Big mistake for the monsters. This system unlocks some serious power within him. The kind where he can actually level up and become stronger. From there, it's mistake for the monsters. This system unlocks some serious power within him. The kind where he can actually level up and become stronger. From there, it's basically Jinwoo getting ripped as heck, kicking monster butt in style, and slowly learning the secrets of this crazy system. There's also some cool stuff with them building a shadow army of creepy monster dudes, which is pretty darn awesome. Number 1, Kaiju number 8. Kafka Hibino, your regular Oji-san, dreams of joining the defense force and battling these monsters called Kaiju alongside his childhood friend Mina Ashiro. But after failing the entrance exams repeatedly, a dejected Kafka ends up as a lowly cleaner for a monster disposal company. His life turns out to be not so ordinary after a tiny, parasitic Kaiju burrows into his body. Kafka transforms, becoming a Kaiju himself.
Hold on, sir!
The first ever recorded case of a human-turned monster. Dubbed Kaiju number 8, he escapes the defense force search and grapples with his newfound abilities. Despite the danger of being hunted by his former dream organization, Kafka's burning desire to fight Kaiju reignites. He decides to use his powers for good and, with surprising control over his Kaiju form, seeks to join the defense force once more. This time, however, he must hide his monstrous secret while proving himself as a human soldier. Kafka navigates a double life, a regular guy by day, a monstrous force by night. He trains with Mina, all the while keeping his true nature hidden. They fight alongside other defense force members, facing smaller Kaiju threats, all the while a larger mystery unfolds.